The ship, the crew, the captain, the aliens. Next, behind the scenes of the newest Star Trek, Voyager. The Sci Fi Channel presents Launch of Star Trek Voyager with host Majel Barrett Roddenberry.
You know, it's been 3 decades since Gene Roddenberry's positive vision of the future was first introduced to viewers in the original Star Trek series. Well, the show's prime directive, not to interfere with the normal development of other civilizations. It's appealed to millions. It has also inspired each series to reflect the moods and concerns of the times in which it was made. It is our own 20th century mythology, and there's nothing else out there like it. Well, now there's a new kid on the block called Star Trek Voyager.
I've never seen a Federation starship that could maneuver through the plasma storms.
You've never seen Voyager.
It took quite a while on Deep Space Nine for us to find our voice, to make that show clear what the vision of that show is going to be. But I think we've hit it right off the bat with Voyager. I really mean that.
The masterminds behind the new Star Trek Voyager are unabashedly pleased with their latest creation. But inventing the series was a long and arduous process for longtime Trek producers Rick Berman, Jeri Taylor, and Michael Piller.
It's an interesting challenge. You know, it's the same thing that the crew of Voyager or the Enterprise face every time they put their foot on the gas. They do that, don't they? You basically face a blank page as a creator, and you're not quite sure where you're going, but it's pretty exciting. And you know you're going to face some bumps along the way, and you're going to hit some dead ends, and you're going to try to find your way out of it.
Deep Space Nine space station successfully departs from Star Trek's usual galactic travel setting. But Paramount wants Voyager to get back to Gene's original vision to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Voyager takes us to the edge of the galaxy. It will take us more than 70 years at maximum speed to get back from where we find ourselves at the end of the pilot of Voyager. We're alone out there. And isn't that what Gene intended when he created Star Trek, that it was a bunch of explorers, adventurers, alone, facing the unknown?
Only someone who's been hiding out in Timbuktu could have escaped the media hype surrounding the decision to put a woman at the helm of the USS Voyager. You know, back when we did the pilot for the first Star Trek, I played a character called Number 1. But she was scrapped in the second pilot when the powers that be decided that it wasn't believable for a woman to be second in command. You know, even today, there may be some trepidation on the part of the fans. After all, Catherine Janeway is stepping into a Starfleet position that has always been dominated by strong male captains like Kirk, Picard, Sisko. But everyone at Star Trek firmly believes this is a concept whose time has come.
Despite Starfleet protocol, I don't like being addressed as sir.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Ma'am is acceptable in a crunch, but I prefer captain. It's a bold choice on the writer's part, but it's an appropriate choice if you think of what Roddenberry designed and what I think he aspired to. It's bold, it's clever, it's unique, and I feel very honored.
For the first time in Star Trek history, a woman will be in charge on both sides of the camera. While the 2 male co-creators of the show, Piller and Berman, still plan to keep a close eye on Voyager, Jeri Taylor will oversee the day-to-day operations of the show.
I think Kate Mulgrew and I both will say, I am Captain Janeway, and we're both right. I bring a lot of my sensibilities to the writing of it. She has brought all of her exquisite sensibilities to the playing of it. It's a very collaborative kind of thing.
Shields up. On screen.
Finding the right actress to play the first female captain of a Federation starship has been likened to the search for Scarlett O'Hara. The first actress cast in the role abandoned ship early on, citing an aversion to long shoot days, of which there are many. And then Kate Mulgrew stepped onto the bridge and took command of the role and has thrived ever since.
I was hired on Thursday, and I came for the makeup tests and stuff on Friday. And I remember, because I had to come into the Joe's, right, or someplace, and they all gave me the captain's toot-toot. And it was great. And I just thought, I'm going to do this. I felt welcomed and embraced by the crew from the get-go.
Red alert!
And when I walked on the bridge the first time Monday morning, I felt at home.
There's been apprehension on the part of some fans that a female captain won't bring enough authority to the bridge of the ship. Mulgrew says that's the least of her character's problems.
My concern, if anything, would be her more vulnerable levels of being. Her compassion, her warmth, her need for contact, her conflict, her roots. All of those other dimensions which will enrich her as a woman, as well as the captain. The authority, the power, the presence, her command are inherent.
Close Encounters with Tuvok, B'Elanna Torres, Harry Kim, and other crew members of the Starship Voyager. Next.